Let us now proceed and check out why do we really need methods in Java. So for that purpose, we need to first define our problem statement. Now suppose you are given a task to create a banking application, and inside the application you need to write some code in order to find out the simple interest. And suppose we have user 1 and user 2. So for these two users you have to write some Java code to calculate the simple interest. Now as we all know that to calculate the simple interest we have this formula, principal into rate of interest into time period divided by 100, right? Now, suppose for user 1 we have this data. The principal for user 1 is 10,000, rate of interest is 8.7% and time period is 2 years. Let us draft this data in terms of Java language. So here we have principal, rate of interest and time period for the user 1 defined. Now let us calculate the simple interest. So for that let us use double simple interest of user 1 equal to P into R into time period, right, divided by 100. Now why I have taken double in case of simple interest? Just because the value of the simple interest will be in the decimal number and we don't know what will be the result of our calculation. It might be a very small decimal number or it might be a very large decimal number. So just for the safe side, I am taking double as a simple interest. And now let us print the value out. Let us now run the code. So here we get 1740 in the output console, right? And now proceeding forward, let us calculate the simple interest for user 2. So here we have some data for the user 2, principal, rate of interest and the time period. So again, let us write our code. And now let us run the code. So there we go, we got some value here. Now so far we have calculated the simple interest for user 1 and user 2. Now let us assume we have more number of users such as user 3, user 4, user 5 and user 6. So for rest of the users, we cannot simply go on repeating the same code again and again. What I'm trying to say is, suppose we have 100 number of users. So for rest of the users, you cannot simply go on repeating the code for user 3, user 4 and so on, let's say till user 100. This is a very bad programming practice. This will actually increase the length of our program. So we need to find some solution. So here comes the method into the picture. So let us solve our problem statement in the next video.